Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running, it's Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Rivers now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
Set, 390.
Keep it up, keep it up. 40 worth the mic, 40 worth the mic. Check, 41. Yeah, let's get a sack. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check.
3rd and long for Rivers. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Reset. 19.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check, 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 check. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 50.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And an alley to run. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. On fourth down, Trevor Daniel on to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run with Drake. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Easy.
Now Drake. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
3 down.
Throwing, Rivers. Steps away to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ready? 190.
Hey, come on now. Check. Hot.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Hey, only go load it. Load it.
On the give, this is Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Wait! Hey, Haywood!
From the gun, Rivers. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Trying to get it to Woods. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch up.
After the interception, here's Watson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing again is Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Reset. 19.
Check 55, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Double dog, that's the way.
Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Reset. 19.
Check 52's the line. Hey.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Reset. 98.
Watch QB. Watch QB jump. Mike 55.
Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Reset. 19.
52's the mic. Hey, I'm coming.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson hands this to Foreman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Foreman, draw play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 17-yard line.
Take me up. Here we go. Tie that left. Tie that left. We got 4. We got 4. Shoot.
On first down, Foreman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an out.
Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete. Stills. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Left right.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Mike 41, Mike 41. Too little, Captain. Showing it, showing it.
From the gun, Rivers. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Block the team.
41 Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Rivers going deep here for Parker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And Woods has it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
180.
41 to Mike. Check, 41.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Alpha.
Switch.
Hey, Rocket.
From the red zone now, Rivers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They just got that play off. Now Rivers going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14. Dolphins 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 31, Watson toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, Rocket.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 41 Mike.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Miami.
Rivers now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. And this is Parker, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Stay there. Stay there. Block the team.
He's checked.
Load it. Load it.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Sanders is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Watson, and an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 31.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Foreman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike. Set. 19.
Mike. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, 55.
Watson now, operating from the gun, being chased out left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Set. 19.
Hey, eat. In the face.
59.
Check right. Watch 55.
Watson on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Done. 380.
41 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
his end zone. Rivers. And Stills bringing it in. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Check 52. Run 80.
On third down, Drake. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that's how you convert on third down. Not only do they pick up the first, but they got a lot of extra yardage with it.
And I saw a defense that was absolutely out of sync. They didn't expect that play call at all. And it allowed the offense to actually get great blocking angles against them and allowed the back to just rumble and rumble and rumble. And as you said, tacked on big yardage at the end.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, third quarter down in Arizona. And the Cowboys have taken the lead in a very offensive-minded game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. They'll run on first down. Clement. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. A second down throw for Rivers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Foreman. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Watson now to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They run again with Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Step 180, 380.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Flight.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Watch the run. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Flight.
Throwing again. Rivers. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check, check. Fresno. Fresno. Fresno.
On first down, Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
36. 36.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And Stills over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check tight. Check tight. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Mike 41. We got to wedge that up. Get ready. Get ready.
Hey, Delta.
Slap.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
55, my God, 55.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. We ain't giving up nothing.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Back to you.
To the air yet again, Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jared Cook. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Rivers on first down. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Hey, switch gears. Kill.
On first and 10, Rivers. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
To throw again. Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benardrick McKinney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17.
Red!
Hey, 4-1 Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball.
Load it. Orange 5-4.
41's coming. 41's the Mike. I got it.
White, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. From the red zone now, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On second down, Rivers again. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Rivers again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Hey, 4-1 Mike.
He's back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
41's the month. 41's the month. Check 41.
Rivers. Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Rivers to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
The Texans take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the leg.
Again, it's Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. Play team. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Let him go.
They'll run with Foreman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Set. Play team.
Check back, check back.
Line him up.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, You know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Houston, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,